On today's show, we're featuring world-famous choreographer Carolyn Lara Spalding and her husband, high fashion model Derek Lara Spalding, who will be answering the question of the day: what does it mean to be an individual among a culture of individuals? Well, Ms. Brigger, we're doing quite well. My new fashion line has been hitting the market, and we've been getting a lot of revenue from that. I feel great. And you've been...
Yeah, I've been choreographing for Madonna recently.
Yeah, that was great. I liked that concert.
Well, one of the theorists that inspired us was Bronfenbrenner, because he created the ecological model, which included microsystem, exosystem, and microsystem, and those were different things that influence how people develop and what influences them.
And I personally want to have a lot of Vygotsky, just because I believe that students and teachers should learn together, because we're all students really, and everyone has something different to bring to the table, which is to say that my interpretation of something and a student's interpretation might be different. And I really think that the best way to learn and develop in anything really is to be able to have an open mind to other people's interpretations and beliefs on different things. So I really want our school to be able to reflect our views on that, which is, like for us, for example, I'm a fashion model. I interpret things that I see and make them into like art, and you use that through dance and such, and that's kind of how we've learned to be who we are, because of how open our childhood was and whatnot.
Well, you see, since every child is very different and they have all very different backgrounds, we need to consider all of this, because not every kid is gonna learn the same way, so we need to hire different teachers with different backgrounds and make sure that they understand that not every child is the same. Try to find a lot of different methods of teaching and just try and build an ideal educational environment for each and every one of those kids.
Well, the kids are doing quite well. We have Blaze Mike Lyman Lara Spalding, Sunshine Moonbeam Lara Spalding, Kitty McFly Lara Spalding, Frank Von Petersmith Lara Spalding, Frank Von Petersmith Lara Spalding II. We have Kathleen Bootstrap Lara Spalding, Brenniger Snickerdoodle Lara Spalding, and
don't forget about Chuck Lara Spalding.
And Chuck Lara Spalding, yes. We try and give our kids a very open environment to learn. We're open to any of their ideas, and basically we use the ecological model and we try to make them have a very large variety of things to learn from, whether it be media, religion. We have a really good neighborhood. Our family's very close, as you can see. And we really just try and push individuality on our kids and let them have a very free reign of their learning.
Well, we're spreading our message by building our wonderful Lara Spalding educational facilities all over the globe, so we show support and raise awareness to children who might not be able to go to school otherwise, because in our educational facilities they can go to school for free, so everyone can get the education they deserve in a very wonderful environment where everyone's needs are met.
And since the schooling is free, it doesn't matter what economic status you come from, what kind of family you have, or really what kind of media you're prone to, or anything like that, really. Like, anyone who goes to school will be able to have like a melting pot of people into the school. We'll be able to all learn from each other, how to respect each other, how to create new ideas by learning together with the teachers as well as their fellow peers. And this way we will be able to incorporate both Vygotsky and Bronfenbrenner into our schools, because we feel those are the two most important theorists. And we will be able to make sure that students will get the education they rightfully deserve. Being an individual in a culture of individuals is how we all learn universally. Every child is their own person, and when they go into a school filled with other people who are also their own person, they have to learn how to cope and basically um, maintain who they are while being exposed to many other cultures. When I was in school, I was very into art, poetry, writing, and such, and not everyone else was. But I wanted people to read my poetry, which was hard to do because they had other motives and needs. So I had to try and find a way to keep myself who I am without submitting to who they were, which is a very challenging thing to do. But in a good school, I feel that you're able to maintain who you are and be able to follow who you want to be while still being able to adapt to other people's cultures and who they are.
Yeah, the question really means, to stay yourself, with, but also learn from all the influences that happen around you. Like when I moved here from Germany, I had to deal with a whole new, different mindset of completely different people who were seeing the world in a really different way than I was. So I was open minded to them, and most of them were open minded to me. So I could learn from them and still say my own person and just kind of make up my own thoughts about what they thought about the world. And I think it's just all about being who you are and being your own individual, even though sometimes it may seem hard because there's so many other individuals around you.
Bye. Thanks so
Bye.
much for teaching the class. We really enjoyed it. We learned a lot.
Yeah, it was by far my favorite class this semester. You are by far probably the best teacher I've had this semester.
I agree with that. I'm personally very appreciative. You're my advisor. You're really steering me in the right direction. I'm very appreciative of that, and you're really a inspiration for me to be a better teacher because of how great of a teacher you are. So, as thank you, we're going to show you some bloopers of making this very informational video.
Enjoy!
Well, we're well. We're doing quite well, Miss Bringer. Thanks for asking. We've been touring around.
Just don't look at my face!
Well, you're laughing. They're gonna hear that.
I don't know where I came from! It just happened! I didn't want to laugh, but it just happened.
Kitty McJiggle Jiggler Spalding. Carolyn. No. Well, the kids are doing quite well. We have Blaze Mike Lyman, Laura Spalding. Are you kidding me? No, you're not.
There is sunshine.
Ew.
Make Moonbeam.
There's no McMoonbeam here.
That's not fair.
Maybe, want me to just read them? Did you say Chuck at the end? You handed Chuck.
I can handle Chuck.
Okay, so we'll start over and I'll just read them. Yeah. Your turn.
Yeah, the question really means give us an A!